Broads look like movie stars, and all the cars cost a few hundred large. Seen a Bentley, I ain't looked twice. I looked once, just to know what mine will look like. You fucking right, give me 1 minute. I'ma hit the studio and kill it. Moved in next to Marvin's room, handling my business. Got sing engineering, headphone speakers.
First, tell us about like why you decided to like totally leave Alabama and then you just decided to pursue this.
Well, first off, Alabama is a very concealed state. There's not a lot of opportunities in the music business. We're close to Atlanta, but Atlanta, it has its own sound. I tried the Atlanta thing, and I don't like make trap music every day. I don't trap every day, so it didn't feel comfortable being in Atlanta. And I knew someone out here in LA. They offered me a chance to come out here and record music, and I always wanted to go to LA. I've been to the Bay Area. I stayed there like a full year in Oakland, but I had never been to LA, and I always wanted to go. So, you know, I was like, you know, F it and came.
How'd you decide that you wanted to do rap? Like, why?
What was that moment?
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I always been a fan, of course, but I didn't want to rap until 106 and Park. They had Freestyle Fridays, and I would see those guys. They were mostly East Coast guys up there because in the South, we freestyle, but it's more like a cypher thing. But they had guys battling each other, like going head to head, like trying to like just destroy these guys' characters. And I was like, wow, how do they think of stuff so clever to, you know, go at each other like that? So it just enticed me, like, I want to do that, let me try it. And I just started doing it. I got into the battle thing. I was battling guys in high school. I battled a little bit at a community college, and when I went to the University of Alabama for 2 years. And I just, you know, gradually fell in love with music. But I never was like actually performing and doing shows until maybe like 3-4 years ago. But I started rapping when I was like 15 in high school because of the 106 freestyle. I just wanted to battle somebody. I wanted to be best. I love competition.
So you're a battle rapper then?
I'm not a battle rapper, but I can battle.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah.
But I'd rather create songs so you can feel my emotions, so I can help you get through what, you know, you could be feeling the way I'm feeling. So I want to give you something that you can hear each and every day when you're dealing with that same emotion that I'm going through. But battle rapping is just there for the moment. You know, dude spit a couple hot lines, then, you know, it's up. You know, you can't keep going back to that. You know, there's no substance in it. It's just, you know, creative lines.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there someone you just like murdered?
Yeah, I've murdered a couple cats. The first battle I ever had, my high school battles were public, but I battled a guy on camera for the first time. He was from Philadelphia, and I was from Alabama, so he was like, man, you country bunking, you can't rap with me, you know, you from the South, you ain't got no bars. And he fucked up.
You're good, don't worry about it.
I can curse?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, this one cat, he was, you know, I bit his head off. He messed with the wrong guy that day. And, like, that's what it was.
How do you feel? Being able to come out
I felt great. It just gave me it gave me the feeling that no matter who I'm up against, because I mostly just had been battling South guys, and to battle somebody from the East Coast, because his little circle of guys, they was telling me, yeah man, he's battled these cats from down south. He's been down here just running through neighborhoods, you know. He's beating everybody. And I was like, but he ain't never fought me, you know, he ain't never faced me. So after I beat him, it was like, okay, I know I can do this. I know I can go in the studio or out the studio and really, you know, make something happen.
Do you miss home?
I miss my daughter and I miss my family. But other than that, I don't miss it. There's nothing to do down there. It's nothing but college football. There's no entertainment. avenues at all. If you ain't playing football now, I know no one cares about you in Alabama. And we got 2 colleges, Auburn and Alabama. Auburn is famous for it. Bo Jackson was there, who was an Oakland Raider. And that's why I'm an Oakland Raider fan now. That's another California tie. In Alabama, they produce like all great athletes, and they on the top of the sports college thing right now. But other than that, music is very hard in Alabama. I lost 10 years in Alabama. Yeah, like I did more in 3 months out here than I did in 10 years in Alabama. As far as my music, it's
What kind of music were you brought up on? Like, what do your parents listen to? Or how is
They definitely didn't listen to rap when I was young. I had to listen to rap through my brother and my uncles. My mom, they listened. My mom and my dad, he wasn't there, but my mom listened to a lot of Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, Earth, Wind and Fire, Patti LaBelle. I love Patti LaBelle. That's like my favorite female artist of all time. Yeah, I used to have a crush on her when I was young. I thought she was so fine. Yeah, for real.
So if you could pick one song that like reminds you of home or just like growing up, like if it were to come on the radio, you'd be like, damn, this takes me back.
One song that reminds me of home, reminds me of Alabama, would be there's a group called Dirty Boys, and they had a song called Rolling Vogues. Yeah, Vogues or Vogue tires. They ride them down south a lot. They ride them in the Bay Area too. If you ever see a nice tire and it has a white line and a yellow line, E40 calls it mayonnaise and mustard. Yeah, those are Vogue tires. And the Dirty Boys, they was a big group at the time in Alabama. They was like the first hit artists out of Alabama. They had like a deal through Universal, I think. They was big at the time, but like I said, trying to make it up Alabama is very hard. Then you had cats like Rich Boy and Mr. Big. Like they got their airtime in the industry, but it's kind of fizzled off. Then you got Yellow Wolf. He's doing this thing with.
He's from Alabama?
Yeah, he's from Gaston, Alabama. That's maybe like an hour away from Birmingham, from where I'm from. Yeah, he's doing this thing with Shady now. You know, with him and them. So I really hope he like continues to really stay in the public eye, because we need more artists to come out of Alabama. One thing that made me come to LA was the guy that had been offering me to come out here. He had been doing it for like a year, and I kept telling him, yeah, I'm gonna come eventually, but like deep in I was like, man, that's a long trip just to move to LA or even just go out there and visit. It's so expensive. Like, I'm just going to make it in Alabama. That's why I kept telling myself, that's what a lot of artists at home think, that they're going to make it there. And it's, for real, it's not even feasible. But T.I. had an artist named Doe B. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. Doe B had a song called Let Me Find Out. The remix had Juicy J, and it was featuring T.I. And he got gunned down like 3 days before Christmas, 2 or 3 days, and he got killed in his hometown of Montgomery, Alabama. That's the capital of Alabama, and they killed him while he was on stage. And I just did a show there like 2 weeks. Yeah, his own friend killed him. Yeah, a guy that he was brought up with, and like his very first video, the guy is shown in the video flashing a gun, and that's the same guy that killed him. But anyway, when that happened, I was like, I'm not gonna make it here. I'm not gonna make it in Alabama, because when you do come up, that's all we have. Like, when somebody does come up out of Alabama, there's nobody else to, accompany them. So when you is on, you got that spotlight, like everybody is like drawing like flies to you, because he ain't got shit. So like, he was a big target. I just hate he had to die with him. So, I think if it weren't for him, I would have never came out here if he wouldn't have got that situation would have happened, I would have never came out to LA.
Were there any rules along the way for you to come out over here?
No, I could have been came out here because when I lived in the Bay for like almost a year, my producer he actually asked me did I want to move out here to Oakland, live with him, and I had a daughter too, so that was one of the main reasons. But I just felt like I could make it from Alabama, and I could go back and forth to Atlanta, and eventually it would happen. So last year I did try that. I stayed in Atlanta back and forth every weekend for like 2 months straight, just going over there, and nothing was happening. I met DJs, they was liking my stuff, but they actually was telling me to dumb it down. And I'd never dumb nothing down. Like, they was liking the music, they was like, yo, if you gonna make it in Atlanta, you gotta dumb it down. Like, I ain't dumbing nothing down. And I just didn't, I wasn't feeling, I love Atlanta. Like, great artists who came out of Atlanta that have helped me become the artist I am, like Outkast and T.I., Young Jeezy, Goody Mob, CeeLo, like all those guys. But this new era over there is just all this trap rap, strip club. Like, I go to the club and perform in showcases and open mics. Like, besides me and maybe one other person, every guy on the list is all, I'm selling keys, I'm selling dimes, I'm trapping out the bando, I'm throwing money at the strip club on your hoe. Like, it's all strip club and trap music, and I like that stuff, but I can't do it every song, And plus, a lot of them, they ain't living what they saying, so I can't say nothing if I ain't doing it.
What's the process?
Well, it's him, Chico Spielberg. I got another producer named D-Gut. He's from Alabama, from Montgomery, Alabama. I got J Ladd. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. So either one of those guys send me a beat. And I just hooked up with a young up-and-coming producer from L.A. His name is Sean McLaughlin, a.k.a. Benzer. They send me the beat, or in Benzer's case, we are in the studio because he goes to school here at SAE. The beat comes in, they load it in, and if I'm there, I'm gonna just listen to it maybe like 10-15 minutes. I get the rhythm I want, I get to memorizing my lines, and I just go right in and record it, just memorize it. It's not a freestyle. Freestyle is when you just rap whatever is on your mind, just spit it. But this is what you call premeditated. Yeah, so I premeditate everything and then give it out. So if I'm at home, the same thing. If the beat is on my laptop, emailed or whatever, I'm gonna open email, listen to the beat, think of whatever I want to say, and I'm gonna spit it. A lot of guys, they smoke weed. Like, I smoke too, but I don't smoke a whole lot, because when I do smoke, I can't memorize stuff on top of my head like that. So I don't like recording high or drunk. It's been some great artists, but I mean, they rap on paper, so it's easy to read something after you wrote it, and it has substance because you actually can read it. But me having to memorize things on the go, I can't be my mind can't be, trying to process through the drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I used to write all the time until I figured out one day that, because I used to rap a whole lot different. I used to read off paper and read off my phone, but I was so monotone. I would be reading just hopped out the house, about to go to the party, got all my friends with me, we got a bag of that Marley. So it was so just dry. So when I threw away the pen and the pad, and I just had it in my mind, I can actually see it as it's coming, so I can, just act it out, just read it, and okay, I just hopped out the house, about to go to the party, me and a couple friends, we smoking on Marley, I can actually put some feeling into it.
Tell us more about your little girl.
She is a beautiful angel sent into my life. Her name is Alicia Leanna Russell, and she is the pride and joy of my life.
How old is she?
She's 3 years old. She was born September the 13th, 2001.
Oh, her birthday just passed.
Yeah.
Yeah? Aww.
She missed me too. She been telling me to get home. Yeah, she mad at panties hopping in my lap, and you hoe ass niggas can't stand it. Kill yourself, you get enough. I'm cooking, could've been a chef. I'm the ace, you couldn't beat me even if you dealed yourself.